chorus of condemnation has today greeted an outrageous attack on the Nation Media Group by Trade and Investments Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria. In a string of press statements today, media practitioners, including the Media Owners Association, that's MOA, and the Kenya Editors Guild, demanded that the Kenya Kwanza government pronounces itself on its policy on government advertising in the wake of threats issued by the CS for Trade on Sunday. In a characteristic outburst on Sunday afternoon, Moses Kuria purported to cancel all government advertising on the Nation Media Group platforms. Media stakeholders are now calling for clarity on remarks that come against the backdrop of sustained attacks on the media by the Kenya Kwanza government.
It was a sudden but characteristic performance from Moses Kuria, a politician known for a burning mouth and a toxic tongue. In the tail end of an address to a seemingly supportive crowd, Moses Kuria fired a typical parting shot.
Nimaliza nyinyi watu wa media kusema, Nation Media, muamue kama nyinyi ni gazeti, ama broadcasting house, ama media house, ama ni chama cha upinzani. Na mimi nimesema, kutoka kesho, kutoka leo hata sio kesho, idara yote ya serikali nitaona imeweka advertisement kwa Nation Media.
Hours later, the cabinet secretary shifted his cannon to social media, firing insults at the Nation Media Group and its founder, His Highness the Aga Khan. In a statement, the Nation Media Group condemned Kuria's remarks and particularly the foul and crude language which it described as shocking, primitive and inexcusable in the eyes of level-headed Kenyans who expect cabinet secretaries to conduct themselves with decorum befitting their high offices. Kuria's unsurprising attack on the NMG has drawn sharp reactions from media stakeholders, including the Kenya Editors Guild, the Media Council of Kenya, and the Kenya Union of Journalists. The Media Council of Kenya described Kuria's threats as the most extreme incident since independence that individuals have pushed media and government relations to the brink and lowered the country's dignity. The Kenya Editors Guild says the remarks by the CS is the highest form of insult to media professionals in the country and that the said remarks have taken the country back nearly 30 years ago to the one-party dictatorship days. The KEG further wants the CS to apologize and the government's assurance that the CS's stance is not representative of the Kenya Kwanza's administration policy on media freedom. The Kenya Union of Journalists in a statement said the actions of Moses Kuria make him a symbol of national shame. The Media Owners Association has faulted this latest threat to media revenues, stating that it amounts to clear and unequivocal blackmail and is in contravention of the legal provisions regarding state advertising. The MOA stated that advertising by government and its agencies is a legal obligation rather than a favor bestowed at the behest of a CS or a public officer. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission also weighed in against Kuria's assertions, with the ethics body stating that public procurement in Kenya is and continues to be governed by the law and no public institution or public official should be victimized in any way for engaging in any lawful dealings with other organizations, including the award of tenders within the law. Moses Kuria's sentiments are the latest in what appears to be a pattern of sustained attacks on the media by the 10-month-old Kenya Kwanza government.
They are all over shouting and bringing a lot of propaganda, which is being enabled by the press. And we don't mind because the press, as you all know, were part and parcel of the Azimio Brigade.
The media has spun huge propaganda. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, I don't know what. Sometimes we try to understand that the media supported a different candidate and their candidate lost.
But Kuria's latest attack has taken on a more sinister tone as it touched on government advertising, a move seen as aimed at browbeating the media into submission. The government is seen to have been systematically choking media revenues, first by introducing the Government Advertising Agency in 2017, a move that was seen as aimed at limiting independent advertising by government departments. Media stakeholders now want the Ruto administration to declare publicly its position on the government advertising in the wake of Kuria's outburst.
Kenya is an economic hub for East Africa, a stable democracy with a vibrant media and civil society.
In the meantime, it was business as usual for Moses Kuria as he switched roles from the rogue public rally loose tongue to a rather deceptive demeanor of a business-like executive signing a serious deal with the European Union on behalf of Kenya. Two extremes of Moses Kuria within hours of each extreme. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.